Prosecutors have charged singer Chris Brown with 2 felonies, including assault.
Allegations of domestic violence.
Much more serious, much more violent.
Grammy Award nominee has just posted bail on criminal threat charges.
I think I was about 15, the first time we actually met. It was at a show, I think it's E100, a show in New York. And we were, and I've been hearing her, met like her music and stuff from, you know, the radio. It was a big #1 hit. And I was just sitting there, I was like, man, okay, cool. I want to see what she looked like. I want to meet her. I seen her video, I was like, oh, she cute. So, you know, I saw her at the show, and she was like, hey, what's up, how you doing? And she had an accent, and I was like, never heard that before, that. It kind of sound good, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? Let me talk to her and see what she's talking about. Just to be cool with her. We exchange information and stuff like that. And through passing, we would be on the same shows. She would always, would perform and then would go sit in the crowd. She watched my show, so I was, nervous. I was like, do she like me? I didn't know if she liked me or not, but I was just like, she really watching the show, so she actually must like my music. So from there, you know, we just became friends, kicking more, nothing too serious, but we just had, you know, a good understanding of each other.
What's all these dating rumors, Chris? Yes, no?
I would just keep it as we just doing our thing, just having fun.
You know, just one day I remember it was right before our VMA performance. Me and her did the VMA performance, my first ever one. It was a couple months before that, and I remember staying over her house, and I was just like, man, what we doing? And she was just like, what you mean? I was like, I'm always over here, we like each other, obviously. Let's just do it. Let's just be boyfriend and girlfriend. She started laughing. She said, you ain't serious. I don't think you want to do that. And I was like, why? And she's like, no. You ain't ready. And I was like, no, I am. I think I'm ready, for real. And so then I was like, I think I love you. She was looking at me like, what? Did I say the word? You know? So, you know, at that time when we did the VMAs, it was more we kept our relationship secret. So we had been together for maybe I want to say 8 months prior. So it was we just kept it to ourselves. We didn't want everybody to know. We just wanted it, you know, just to be like, okay, if they guess it, they guess it. But right now, we love each other, so I really don't care about everybody else. So we did the show, and it was like that moment when you got a chance to say, okay, yeah, they're dating, they're talking. At that moment, she had the biggest records out, was going crazy. And me, I still was going strong with all my records and new stuff. When we got a chance to do that show, it was kind of like both of us being able to show the world, hey, we both are dope, talented artists, and we both, you know, are gonna make a mark in this world. It was like a fairy tale.
To see Rihanna and Chris when they first started dating, it was magical, you know? And those two, they were kind of inseparable, you know? You would hear about them being in the studio, you would hear, you know, they're coming into the club together, and it was just an energy.
At that time in our career, being that young, being naive, gullible, but also just happy, just wanting to be everywhere. I mean, it was no other feeling like it. But with her, with Rhea, it was just our power that we had at that age, it's dangerous, man. You could go anywhere. We couldn't go to a hotel and not have 1,000 fans outside waiting. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't go to any restaurant and just eat. Real life rock stars at 16 and 17 years old, man, that's dangerous because you could do whatever you want. I just think we were the perfect, and bad combination. It was just good and bad together. It just, I want to say maybe a year and a half into the relationship with Rihanna, I really was serious about it. You know, I was always goofy about everything else being a young kid, but the maturity level I had in my beliefs of what I wanted with my girlfriend, you know what? I want to marry you, but I want before, you know, we go any further, I just want to be able to be honest and be completely real with you about everything you've ever had a question about or a doubt about. Or she had asked me, right when we first started dating, hey, you ever mess with this person? And this person, she worked for me at the time. And I said, nah, man, you know what it is. Just, you know, I brushed it to the side. One, I didn't want her knowing my business. Two, I just didn't know who she would tell if I tell her what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So around the 8th month or maybe a little bit after that VMA performance, I just broke it to her. I said, hey, I want to marry you, but I want to be real with you. I want to be honest with you and tell you, you know, everything. This is what it is. Before we were together, me and this other girl did have sex. My trust totally was lost with her. You know what I'm saying? She hated me. Like, after that, I tried everything. Like, she didn't care. Like, she just didn't trust me after that. From there, it just went downhill because, you know, it would be fights, it would be verbal fights, physical fights as well, mutual sides, and this is the first time I get to say anything. And like I said, I still love Rihanna, but I'm just gonna be honest. We would fight each other, she would hit me, I would hit her. But it never was okay. It was always a point to when we talk about it, like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I don't like that. I don't like you slapping me. If I go on stage, I got a scratch on my face, and then I gotta explain it like, oh, no, I fell, or like, if you got a scar or whatever, or a bruise, you gotta put makeup on it. I feel like shit. Like, I'm not ever trying to put my hands on any female.
Anger or whatever, you have to walk away from the situation. Never, ever put your hands on anyone.
You know, that was his girl, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, what he went through it was like a test. And it wasn't so much of the situation. I think it was just a test in life.
I was just like Chris. I was very successful at a young age, and when you're really successful, I was taught that can't should be a foreign language to you. A no should be a foreign language to you. You shouldn't be able to understand the language of no, or you can't.
Like me, I felt like a fucking monster.
20-year-old pop star Rihanna is the woman involved in the alleged domestic violence assault case.
I lost my best friend. Like, everything I knew switched, and I couldn't control that. So I had to deal with that, and that's not easy for me to understand.
7 years ago, when I was about 17, 18, you know, the whole Rihanna incident happened. And, you know, a lot of that changed my life. And that night at that Clive Davis party, that I made sure the person that I was involved with before, I said, hey, if you can't come around to these places, and the person comes in, comes right to the table, say, hey, what's up, y'all? And I already know it's an issue, so I say, hey, cool, and I keep it, and they keep it moving and leave. I look over at Rihanna, and she's bawling, she's just crying. In the middle of the ceremony about to start, she's just crying, and I'm like, yo, please, babe, don't do this. Like, don't do this in here. Like I didn't know, I promise, I swear to God, I didn't know. So she got over it. She started drinking a little bit. We both were drinking a little bit. I think we was tipsy, laughing, joking, you know, and then we left.
And Juan, just a few hours ago, we saw Chris Brown drive off. According to sources, the alleged fight broke out inside a Lamborghini that was located at Hancock Park.
As you know, young relationships, any relationship is based on trust, but because I told her that, she didn't trust me with anything. So I would give her the option of, oh, you can look at my phone. So I gave her the phone. She looks at the phone, and there's a message, and it says, kill the Grammys, do your thing. And I didn't read the rest of the message, I didn't open it. So she opened the message, and the rest of the message said, I'll see you at the Cloud Party. So all thought she thought I was lying. She starts going off, she throws the phone, I hate you, whatever. Starts hitting me. We're in a little Lamborghini. You know, she's fighting me, and I'm like, look, I'm telling you the truth, I swear to God. You know, I'm telling you the truth, stop it. So then she hits me a couple more times, and I just kind of it doesn't go from translation to, let's sit down, I'm telling you the truth. It goes to, now I'm finna be mean and be evil. Arguing. So then, like I remember she tried to kick me. It's like just her just being upset. But then I really hit her, like I with a closed fist, like I punched her, you know, and it busted her lip. And when I saw it, I was in shock. I was like, fuck, why the hell did I hit her like? So from there, she just spit in my face, like spit the blood in my face, and I'm like, yo, so it enraged me even more. Like it's a real on fight in a car. We driving in the street. So I'm like, yo, man, we tripping. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? She's trying to grab for my phone, and I'm not giving her my phone to throw it out of the window. So she grabs my nuts. And when she do that, I bite her arm, I think, as I'm driving, because I'm still trying to drive. And it's just like a petty, like, stupid fight, bro. And I'm just realizing it. I'm like, look, what the hell am I doing, bro? Like, what are you, like, you honestly doing this in the car right now? Like, what are we doing? So I pull over in Hancock Park, maybe less than 2-3 miles from my house, because I'm just trying to resolve the situation. I'm not trying to fight any further. I don't want to, like, I love her. I don't want to hurt my girlfriend. You know, and so I pull over, and I said, look, like, I'm telling you the truth. Like, I'm crying, she's crying. Like, I'm telling you the truth. I swear to God, like, I didn't do it. I didn't know she was fucking coming. I didn't know, I promise. She just didn't believe me. Like, I just know you lying to me, lying to me. So she takes the keys out of the car. I'm in park. She takes the keys out of the car and throws fakes like she throws them out the window. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I get out the car. When I get out the car, I'm looking for the keys in somebody's yard. And she yells out of her door, help, he's trying to kill me. I said, stop, like, we gonna get in trouble. So I'm looking for the keys. She's sitting on the keys. So I'm like, you know what? I can't play this game with you. So I'm getting my bags out of the car. She takes my CDs. This is back when I would record on CDs. You couldn't put it on your phone when you leave the studio. So I would have new music, and she was just scratching it up. I just seen her scratching it up with the keys. So I saw her snatch the bag, and I was like, you know what? You got the keys. You can drive home. By this time, her lip was busted. She had a knot because I pushed her head up against the window. And you know, a lot of the times, like, I look back at that picture and I'm just like, yo, bro, like, that's not me, bro. That's not me. Like, I hate it to this day. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna haunt me forever.